Church family, this is Brother Joey D bringing you that Wednesday word. And today I did not come alone. I have a guest with me that I am bringing to the Wednesday word. And you may know who my friend is. My friend is from the West Coast, a true West Coast representative. We would actually consider him an OG. This friend of mine didn't start off too popular in California, but over time, his name has actually become the second most recognized name around the world outside of Jesus Christ. You know, that's how LA do. You know, y'all start off small and then y'all just go international on a brother. So he has a very, very recognized name, second most recognized name outside of Jesus Christ. And his roots are from SoCal. Went into the movies. He's been in a lot of films, a lot of television shows, a lot of commercials. Had an awesome career. Is there anybody out there that knows the name of my friend? And if you do, I would like you to take a guess and type it in the comments and tell me who you think this friend is. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about, I would like to introduce you to my West Coast partner, the one and the only, Mr. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, say what's up to the people. What's up with my folks from the West Coast? He gonna walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. Say Mickey ain't got his swag still. Mickey Mouse, the second most recognized name around the world outside of Jesus Christ. Truly a lovable, adorable figure. But I got a question for you. Do you really like Mickey Mouse? I mean, look at him. Very, very attractive mouse. Of all mouses, very, very attractive. But look at him real closely. Do you really like Mickey Mouse for Mickey Mouse? See, there's an interesting story of how Mickey Mouse came to be the way that he was. Walt Disney, back in the 1920s, was looking for a new character to represent the brand and the image of the Walt Disney Company. And so opening up a drawer, he found a mouse inside of the drawer, but the mouse was so friendly he was able to play with it. And so he envisioned a character that was a mouse, but that was extremely friendly. And so he had his head animator draw a mouse, and they created a movie cartoon around the mouse and made history because they were able to add sound to it and able to make Mickey dance. But after the film was completed, Walt Disney looks at the film and he says, something is missing. And this is where the brilliance of Walt Disney comes in. He sees Mickey, and Mickey was a little bit different then because he didn't have any gloves on. And so he sees Mickey and he says, there needs to be gloves on his hands and shoes on his feet. And the reason that they gave Mickey gloves is so that he could seem more human, more relatable, more attractive. Because the cold reality is underneath these gloves are dirty, ugly mouse claws. And mouse claws aren't attractive. And so they took the most unattractive parts of Mickey Mouse and they covered it up so that he would have more appeal. He would be more likable. People would accept him more. From the time that they put gloves on Mickey Mouse, he has never taken them off. This is such a powerful analogy because many of us have unfortunately Mickey Moused our lives. There are some who Mickey Mouse the gospel. We take the most unattractive elements of our life and our character and we cover them up in order to present ourselves as more attractive, more acceptable, more likable. But underneath those gloves still remains the dirty, ugly realities. Hebrews chapter 4, starting at verse 11 says this: Let us labor therefore to enter into that rest, lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. For the word of God is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight, but all things are naked and opened unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do. Who out there is the Mickey Mouse? Who has elements and traits within their life that they have covered up to make themselves more presentable, more likable, more acceptable? But yet when those gloves come off, there are things underneath the surface that are extremely ugly and unattractive. The Word of God says that while we can Mickey Mouse one another, we're not able to do so with God. For we are always completely transparent before Him. And there is nothing that we can put on, there is nothing we can cover ourselves with that God's eyes is not able to penetrate through. We are completely open before Him. If we are open before God, then why not be open with one another? Why is it that Mickey Mouse has such a place in the Christian fellowship of today? Why is it that the gospel, the Christian life, and sin has to be covered up to hide the unattractiveness so that we can be more presentable? I will tell you this, Mickey Mouse has had a great career, but trying to be Mickey Mouse is extremely exhausting. And so my encouragement to each and every one of us is that as we fellowship, as we get deeper in the Word, no Mickey Mouse. All gloves off, transparency, honesty, truth, and love. If we can do that, hey, we may just one day be as happy as the mouse.